But, I mean, the pop festival, I think, is a wonderful idea on the Isle of Wight. And I was at the original pop festivals, because I'm old enough to have been.
I was there.
Yeah.
1970.
But it was great fun.
Excellent.
And if they'd kept the festivals then, the island would have been the real biggest festival venue in the world. There wouldn't have been one to touch it.
All right, Steve. Thank you very much for calling. Right, John, let me ask, Glastonbury's the biggest?
Oh, yeah, by far, isn't it?
Right, the biggest and most successful. Where do you come now? In your festival top tens, and I'm not just talking about size, I'm talking about credibility, which I know is one of your favourite words. Where do you see the Isle of Wight Festival? I mean, we're better than Reading, aren't we?
I think we've got a better lineup than Glastonbury. Don't you?
Yeah, I think
They've
Glastonbury...
I don't know, listen, I don't even know your lineup. How am I going to know Glastonbury's?
Glastonbury is definitely, I think,
Glastonbury
weak
got
this
Shirley
year.
Bassey.
Yeah.
You know, we had The Who a couple of years ago. The Arctic Monkeys are good. Who's the Saturday Night is the Killers. Yeah, I think, Glastonbury is a cultural event.
But
It's
you would have
more
loved
than
the Killers,
music.
of course.
Sorry?
You would have loved the Killers, of course.
Oh, I'd love to, yeah. The Killers are doing the V's as well, aren't they? I think we're on a par with the V's, Leeds, Reading, and I think we're the warm-up to Glastonbury. That's the way I perceive it. You know, we never want to be that size with that many stages. I can't imagine doing it. It'd be a nightmare. I'd worry about 200,000 people.
Line one, who's that?
Well, I'm not ringing about anything to do with the phoning at all. It's about a traffic build-up at the tip.
The tip.
The Limb-Bottom Tip.
Yes,
Now,
the Limb-Bottom
forget
tip.
the festival. We got priorities here.
What's that, the dump?
The dump.
I went there yesterday. There was a huge queue.
There's always a huge
I left.
queue.
I went at 8:30 this morning. There was no queue.
The traffic is terrible everywhere. Kids are on half term, but why does that mean there's more rubbish?
It's not
being
just
dumped?
the festival,
Because
then.
parents have got time off because their kids are off and the weather's nice, so they're all clearing the gardens. But it's bad up there, is it?
It is, yeah, it is absolutely, yeah, heaving.
Bumper to bumper. Thank you very much. Right.
Get up early. That's my
Nigel,
answer.
hi.
Hello, that's going to be your fault as well, John, soon.
Nigel!
You, isn't it? How are you, gentlemen?
All right.
Hope you're all right today. Just wanted to dip in at this point because I think there's an important point to make that a lot of people that I've spoken to in the past and local workers, they do like the fact that the festival's only got one main stage. Because I think, like Glastonbury, there's so much going on that you can't concentrate on where you're going, who you're seeing. You have to sort of pick and choose. And I think that the comments that I've always heard, obviously apart from the great platform one stage now with all the local interest, I think it's great that it's got one stage and you know what bands are coming on when, and you can sort of, it makes for a more relaxed feel, I think.
I'll tell you who decided us not to get more stages was Maxie Watson in Faithless, because
Right.
he said it was brilliant to play a festival where all the audience watch you and half of them don't run off to some other field.
Yeah.
You know, when you go to Tea in the Park, which is 70,000 capacity, you're the headliner. There's only 25,000 people watching you at any one given time. Because
Absolutely.
there's someone as good down the road, you know.
Yeah, I do think so, and I think that, you know, some of the comments that I've heard that, you know, on in articles afterwards, a lot of the artists have said what a great atmosphere because it is just focused on that stage, and long may it continue.
Good, thank you, Nigel.
Thank you very much, Nigel. We're going to take a quick break and then we're back with John Giddings. It's oh, you got another seat. You want me to go into the
Second track.
Who is it who does?
That's what we agreed to
Yeah,
go into.
play the music.
Oh, second track.
They just come in and talk to you.
Right. So this band Muse, they're quite big, are they?
They're huge. They sold out 2 Wembley stadiums the week after they're playing the festival.
I knew that. I knew that.
Did you?
Yeah, I knew that. I'm there, man. I'm there. I'm going to say man a lot at this festival. Bit noisy, it's buzzy, isn't it?
You've got the 60s hair, all you need are the beads.
John Giddings, the man who put the festival on the Isle of Wight, is our guest, and he's here for another half hour. We're back in a mo. All right, we're back with John Giddings, 01983 822 002, 01983 822 002. Just to recap, there was only one more name to be announced. That's 60 star Donovan, who will be appearing in the acoustic...
He'll be playing on the main stage Saturday afternoon at 3 o'clock.
in the what you call the acoustic set.
The acoustic slot,
Yeah.
I call it, yeah.
Okay, so that's good news. And also, John says, if after reviewing the situation down at the site, if they can let any more tickets go, They will let us know. We will let you know. Everybody will have a fair chance of going and queuing for these tickets. You do realise if you put them for sale, let's just say at HMV, there will be people queuing there at 3, 4 in the
Yeah, I know.
morning.
I wouldn't know how to do it. Say I had 500 tickets. How do you decide? You just disappoint lots of people, don't you?
First come, first serve.
That's all you can do. They go on sale at 9 and people will queue up if they want the tickets.
Maybe it should just be like fishes and loaves. You go and stand on the mountain and give them out.
We're not familiar with that.
I
Story.
don't think he's up to working miracles, do you?
I don't know. You haven't seen who he's up against. He's up against the police, the council, the fire.
No, I'm joking.
All right, so yeah, where are we going to? What are we not talked about yet? We've had the Fairley Road residents on. We've talked about some of the bands. We've done the ticket situation. Is it true? There's a rumour going around that and I don't want to go into too much details about this, bearing in mind that this is actually going out at lunchtime, that the bathroom waste, the washroom waste, there's a rumour going around that they don't actually want to get rid of it on the Isle of Wight. They want to put it on lorries and drive it to Kent.
That was one of the options that was put forward. It's all to do with the Isle of Wight Act, but the Isle of Wight Act obviously only applies to the Isle of Wight, and that gives the services the right to, what's the word? I don't know, just tell us what to do in certain scenarios, I think, and it's been a fine line negotiating between it and it's all sorted out now. But
It seems to have reared its ugly head again, the Isle of Wight Act. I mean, the Isle of Wight Act was started by Mark
I'd
Wood
always
in
heard about it.
1971.
I'd never actually seen it.
But as I understand it, there is a new licensing act that most people are aware of, and the Isle of Wight Act, the government seemed to be confused about whether that was repealed by the new licensing act, and some things clearly are and some things aren't. Is that about it?
Yeah, I think the Act needs to be repealed because the idea was it was brought in after 1917, 600,000 people in the island, and it stopped a gathering of 10,000 people overnight.
The trouble with the Isle of Wight Act is a lot of intelligent people, a lot of people in law saying I think, and no one seems to know, John. No one really seems to understand the Isle of Wight Act, from you to the Isle of Wight Council to the lawyers involved fully.
Well, we're getting there slowly but surely. So,
Hi, who's that?
Oh, you are, mate? Yes, it's Lee Boy. Just a quick one. When the band's finished on the main stage, there's like a good half an hour interval.
sorry, what?
Well, there's like a half an hour interval, or there's a time when the band's finished.
Oh, the gaps,
for another
yeah,
band.
yeah.
You ever thought about putting DJs on there just to spin up some vinyl?
Yeah, I did actually. I have.
Sorry?
I have had that passing thought, and I actually have someone in mind.
Oh, it's very good. You're going to...
All right. Well,
And he's
do you
not
want
sitting
them
in the room. Yes, I have had that thought because I think it's nice to have someone to interact with the audience.
Is it rob the bank?
then? No.
No, he still owes us money.
Are you, you say your name was Lee?
Yeah, Lee Boy, yeah.
Are you a DJ, Lee Boy?
Well, you could say bedroom DJ. I mean, I'm looking to get out there. I'm looking to enter the competition, the white noise.
Do you think that actually from your bedroom to the main stage, the Isle of Wight Festival is probably a bit of a leap of faith? Maybe you should do some small nightclubs
Not
first?
a plumber, are you?
The thing is there's no nightclubs that do my type of music. I'm more of a, not your pop DJ, if you know what I mean.
What would you be playing?
Mainly hip-hop, but more...
Oh, dear.
Do you not think that maybe hip hop isn't the ideal thing to be playing at a rock festival?
No, they played in all those tents in the
I'm
Bacardi bar.
not saying hip-hop's my main genre, but, if you take, I don't know, some, Do You Like Groovers in the Heart, I mean, that's the tune.
Yeah, what you want to do is try and get yourself into some of these tents and marquees that are there. That's where they're playing all that stuff. I think...
How do I go about that, then?
What you should do is learn to be a plumber, because I've got a loo that's blocked at home, and if someone comes along and mends it, I'll give him a DJ slot.
Well, where's my plunger? All right,
few
thank you.
tracks.
Thank you very much, Lee. I think you need someone up there who's known by the island people,
I know, I can't think of anyone. like it, yeah.
respected by the island
Yeah,
people.
but the only time you ever appeared on that stage, people started throwing bottles at you.
Hi, who's this?
Hi, it's Alfie, Isle of Wight Soul Club.
Oh, Alfie from the Isle of Wight Soul Club. How are you, Alfie?
All right, how you doing?
All right, mate.
I'm just listening to your show. He's on about having some DJs up there.
We don't really want these kind of calls. We want them to think that we're the only two people available.
We like soul music, though. We prefer soul music to hip-hop.